Hey guys, Cam here from today's iPhone.com. We're having a quick first look and an overview of the brand new 12 South compass stand for iPad. Now, they redesigned the compass stand specifically because they wanted to create one that was better for the iPad mini and the iPad Air. And I'll show you a comparison of the first generation and this one a little bit later. But a quick overview of the stand. You may be familiar with it. It's very similar to the old one. You open the front legs like so. You have these smaller feet at the bottom that you rest your iPad in, and a back leg, and it sort of stands itself up like an easel, as you can see there. Now your iPad, if you want to watch a video or use it for, I guess, typing with an actual physical keypad, you can do so, and you hold it on like so. You can have it in landscape or portrait mode, and it's sturdy with either, and it will work with the iPad mini as well. If you want to use it for typing on the actual screen itself, you've got another kickstand at the back here, and you can just rest it on there, and you have a narrower angle, and you can type away on the screen. And that's the idea of the compass stand. It's very versatile in almost every aspect. It's the same as the first generation model, but there are differences. I'm going to bring my first generation one here just so you can see those. Now if you have a look, you'll notice that they're both the same length. If I pop them up against each other like that, the longer legs are still exactly the same length as they were, but you will notice that the rubber part of the feet is much larger. And you'll also notice that if I zoom in on the top here, you'll notice that the hinge has been changed. It's bigger, which will make it more sturdy. And if you look on it from this angle, you'll see that the stand itself is wider, which makes it more stable. And the reason they've done that is because the iPad mini is lighter, and obviously the iPad Air is lighter. So the stand itself had to be sturdier because it wasn't getting as much weight from the iPad to push it down and hold it down. And one of the complaints I heard from the first generation model was with the iPad mini, and that it wasn't as stable, so they had to redesign it. They've made the legs thicker, they've made the whole device thicker, they've made the hinge sturdier. It's an entirely different mechanism. You can see the screw pin all the way through, the shorter hinge here, and a much thicker tab in the middle, whereas on this one you'll see that the tab is very tiny, and once you open it up, and if you have a look inside there, you'll see the mechanism has changed compared to this one. You'll see that it's entirely different because the hinge itself is actually just a very basic pin on that one, which makes it looser. This one is a lot more sturdy, a lot stiffer, a lot thicker. The resting pads are also thicker, which means that there's less chance of your iPad getting scratched on the metal because there's so much rubber to hold it down. So all in all, it's a nice improvement. These cost $39.99 in the 12 South store. You can buy them from Apple. They're available in the UK as well. Now from first impressions alone, I would say that the newer one is slightly better. It feels like it's better build quality. It's not as loose. And also the legs don't go out as far, so that for your iPad mini, for instance, it's a lot more sturdy. It will hold your iPad mini down better. Obviously your iPad Air is thinner in portrait mode than the iPad 2, 3 and 4, so that's also been changed because it's more sturdy for that as well. The feet are higher up, as you can see. I'm resting it about an inch from the surface, whereas on the original one it's only a couple of centimeters, not even 1.5 centimeters probably. So things have changed. It's been redesigned, refined. It's sturdier, better, thicker. It is heavier, but it is still very portable because you can simply close it up and put it inside the neat little pouch that it comes with, or you can pop it inside of a different case if you have one. It's a great little stand, and you should definitely consider one. Available now from 12south.com. If you have any questions, I'm at @TIP_Cam, and I will see you again soon.